So everybody, I want to just make sure that you guys know when the next cutoff date for the shipping is. So we have that scheduled for April 15th, which is a Friday, and that's Good Friday. So that's a really great day to remember. The product center is open on Good Friday, Suzanne said, so that's good. However, Easter is on Sunday, and so Suzanne will just be getting back from her trip, and we wanted to give a little bit of extra time for her to get caught up with the packaging and stuff. So we are sticking to the cutoff date on the 15th, and then the shipment will leave on the 20th. So if you can please keep mindful of that. And also, Suzanne's having some questions, and people are ordering things that we're not able to ship. And it's a real pain to go to the product center and pick up items, and then she's looking at them going, oh, somebody ordered the protein powder, somebody ordered the laundry soap, somebody ordered things that we can't ship. And so she has to go back to the product center and return it. It makes a mess with your guys' transfers, all that stuff. So just don't do it. So you guys, please teach your downline to not be ordering those items. It's just a real pain. And if you order and one of those items sneaks through, it will get stuck in customs, and everybody's shipments will be stuck. Everybody's packages will be stuck. And so we don't want you guys to do that. And so please be mindful to only order the things that are the small bottles, the small containers, no powders, no things like that. And so any questions on that? Okay, so I'm going to go back to the beginning here, and we have the Mother's Day specials came out April 1st. I went ahead and made these images. You can find them on a lot of the other doTERRA resources, but this I went ahead and created them. A lot of people were asking for the price. Now, I really want you to also be mindful that the currency exchange is just kind of all over the place these days. And you really need to just go through and go to the LRP template, pick out the items and add them to the LRP template, and figure out what the United States total price is, figure it out with what the tax is, and then translate that with a currency conversion chart. Don't forget to add the shipping. So I don't like adding these Indian rupee prices on these charts, because it's changing all the time. And I know it's extremely difficult for you guys to, when you're doing a class and somebody wants to order something, to be able to quickly tell them what those prices are. But if you can speak the same thing I just spoke to you, saying, you know, this is what the United States price is right now, and we just have to capture what the currency exchange rate is. This is approximately what it's going to be. Let's go ahead and figure that out really quick so we can capture it at that time. This oil, there's some beautiful videos about this oil, and I love the smell. You guys should be getting your shipments any day that should have some of those samples in that. And it's a little sample bottle for you, but it's a beautiful grounding, has a little hint of floral, a little hint of citrus, and it's just a beautiful, wonderful oil for diffusing. And you can add it to lotion. I just really, it's one of my new favorites now. So this is going to be only a limited time offer, so make sure you pick that one up. It also is a package where it comes with the Pilot diffuser. And the Pilot diffuser is just a beautiful, wonderful, it's like the size of a coffee cup. And we love it because you can stick it in your car as you're driving around. Maybe you have road rage with the amazing traffic that you guys have in India. But this is a wonderful diffuser. I picked up 2 of them at the leadership training, and I've already sold them. So this is a really fun kit to have. Also, the next Mother's Day special is the Goa Shea Beauty Collection. And this is like a stone. that you can help to massage your face with. And I guess people really love it. I've never tried one. Maybe I need one. But the Yarrow Palm and the Yarrow Palm Serum is a beautiful oil for improving your skin. And I know, like I'm here in Arizona, and many people are out in the sun and their skin gets very dry and wrinkly, and just the moisture just gets out of your skin. This is a wonderful oil to be putting back in your skin, and it actually takes out the wrinkles and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to do a before and after picture with this particular product. It's also really good for people who have blood things going on. So people have high blood pressure or anything like that. It's really good. Okay, we've got some noise going on in the background. There we go. Okay, so I've also been getting a question recently, quite a bit lately, of how to use the oils again. And what that means is people aren't looking at the resources that we have. And maybe again, we have a whole nother group of people who are coming on board. And it's just going back and making sure that everybody's getting all of the resources in their hands so that they have all the powerful tools to help them with the oils. So basically, this is a phone app that's basically the book where you can actually look up different wellness concerns on this app, and it will give you recommended oils and how to use them. It also has DIY, do-it-yourself recipes, cooking recipes, lotion recipes, all these different things. So if you're new to doTERRA, this is definitely a very powerful tool that you must have on your smartphone. Also, doTERRA has come out with a wonderful, it's a training course. This website is training.doterra.com. And there's all these wonderful training courses that you can take as if you want to excel your information about doTERRA. And if you notice that there's two brand new ones here, one is the Aromatouch Technique certification, and it's $97. And then there's also this doTERRA Essential Oil Safety Certification course that I'm talking about here. And that's free. You guys, there's 3 courses that are free. And these are kind of long courses. They may take you a week or 2, depending how much time you put into it. And one is how to detox your home. And of course, the other powerful one is the business building certification. And this is where we pull many of our tools for our training classes for you guys to be able to utilize and use. You can download this PDF. Please, I think it's really very powerful for everybody to go through that business training certification. But I wanted to let everybody know about this Essential Oil Safety Certification course, and that's really a fun one to do. I haven't done it yet, so maybe we might want to come up with a fun little challenge to see who completes that. But again, here's another screenshot. I forgot I had this one in here of a summary of what the Mother's Day oils are. Now, I also wanted to note that we've been training with these essential oil kits that are been very valuable, very wonderful kits. And of course, kit number 6 is no longer kit number 6. So I wanted to make sure everybody's aware to not be selling kit number 6 anymore. What doTERRA has done is don't fret. You can actually design your own customized kit. And so you can still do kit number 6 with your own list, right? The problem that we have with kit number 6 is they changed the diffuser. And the diffuser used to be the pilot, the pedal diffuser, and now they changed it to a really heavy one that we don't want to ship. So you can go ahead and customize that enrollment kit, still do the same thing, add the oils that you want and add the pedal kit, and then you will have the same kit. What happens is you'll see the $35 enrollment fee, and as you add items to the kit, it will actually, when you get over 150 PV, the enrollment fee will disappear. So that's really a cool thing to know. I think a lot of people were so excited about making your own kit. Now, one thing I want you to be mindful about making your own kit, or when you're talking to people, when people are new to the oils, it can be overwhelming sometimes when they just want guidance from you. And it's best for you to maybe come up with your own kit that you like with the oils you like. What I did with this one is a lot of my people love, love, love the deep blue oil, and a lot of them order the lemon oil. And so what I did is I just did the deep blue, lemon, frankincense, and serenity from the Simple Solutions kit. I added the frankincense because On Guard is available in this kit. So maybe you can pick and choose the oils you want. I added Adaptive because that was in the other kit, and the Petal Diffuser. So I came up with this fun kit here, which tends to be 340 PV. So you can kind of make up your own kit and have your own, so that when you're talking in the class, you've already kind of got it figured out for people. And I think it's really important. You can always know that they can customize a kit if you have somebody who's like, oh, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. And so sometimes it's really fun when people kind of get a sense of really what they want, that you can design your own kit with them. But in my experience, most people get so overwhelmed by the time you're done with the class that it's easier just to point them in a certain direction. Also, a new kit that's available now is the Aromatouch Technique Kit. And I know we're really super excited about that. I don't know, my PowerPoint slide changed when I went to PowerPoint on this for some reason, but the Aromatouch Kit is all available in the 15 ml bottles, you guys. I've never seen deep blue in a 15 ml bottle. Out all the 8 years that I've been a doTERRA member, I've never seen it come in a 15 ml bottle. So this is really fun. They're all 15 ml bottles, and the fractionated coconut oil comes in the 3.8 ounces or the 115 ml. And what's really cool is you get access to that aroma training that I was sharing with you, and that's free. You guys, that's a $95 class. Let me go back to that and show you. It's a $95 or $97 class, but you get access to that when you buy that kit. And so that is just really, really very, very cool thing to know. So make sure you know that that is something that people will also receive when they get that kit. How are we doing? Any questions so far, you guys? Are you doing good? Okay. So again, we want to make sure you guys note the shipping date will be April 15th. And I just need to reiterate again that please do not purchase the protein powders, the fibers, the greens. Do not purchase the shampoos or conditioners or any of those large liquid bottles. And do not purchase the large, heavy diffusers. The only diffusers that we're shipping are the Pilot, Petal, and Pebble. And we only want one per account per month. And so it's just that they're so heavy, and the shipping with all the war going on and stuff, things are just really increasing in price. So if you don't mind making sure that you can be mindful with us on that, that would be really great. Okay, so I am going to now jump on some recordings from leadership. And I was really hoping to share with you 2 other classes that were something that I really loved and wanted to share with you, but the recordings aren't on the website. I spent all day yesterday looking for them, and I was getting so frustrated. But there's so much great information, and I'm almost thinking, I tried recording them and putting them up on the my YouTube channel, and they already kicked them off because they think they're copywritten materials. So the only way that we're going to be able to share these with you is to do them live. I can record them and save them on my computer, but we really, all of this information that this leadership training was just so powerful, you guys. And it was just really just something incredible to, I just can't wait for, and I don't know why Mom's phone always has to start ringing when I'm on recording.
Call from Douglas A.Z.
Hopefully that worked. I unplugged the phone because we get to listen to the recording and everything. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to share my screen. So sorry about that, everybody. Let's see if I can get on to our website. Can you see my screen, you guys? And let's see here. Apologize for this because I had this all set up for everybody and had it all figured out, and for some reason it disappears. Like Suzanne had the same problem too. Let's see here. At least I know exactly where it's at.
Love even more.
So has anybody, while we're in the chat here, has anybody gone through and listened to any of these recordings? Did anybody purchase this?
So everything is online. So all of my class items, when I come to, leadership or convention.
Let's see here if we can get right to. Thank you for waiting, you guys. Okay, let's get this going here.
I love actionable items. When I come to, leadership or convention, I'm sitting out there in the audience wanting things that I could go home and implement. And so that's what I want to bring to you guys today, something that's working really well for our team and getting people on LRP and keeping them there. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about what this looks like on our team. Okay, so first of all, obviously you need to get people to a wellness consult, right? So at your class, we're going to start prepping for that wellness consult. So the first key thing to do is to emphasize how important that wellness consult is at time of enrollment. So what I do on my team at the end of my class, when I'm telling them, the things that they get as a member, I always make sure to let them know that one of the most important ways to maximize your membership is to take advantage of a personal consultation. Now, I've been building my entire business on Zoom. I started my business 2 years ago, exactly this month, 2 years ago. So everything is online. So all of my classes are online, my wellness consults are online, everything. So of course, anything that I'm going to teach you guys today, you can totally transition to an in-person if you want to, but I do everything via Zoom because it's just easy and my customers are kind of all over the place. So there at the end of our online class, I'm like, okay, so as soon as you get your oils or your products in, you're going to let me know. We're going to get on Zoom together one-on-one and we're going to go over everything that you got. It is my job to make sure that you feel really comfortable with these products because worst case scenario, they're sitting there collecting dust. You're too scared to use them. And that is a waste of your money. And I don't want to waste your money. So you're emphasizing it right then and there. And then, you give it a few days. If they haven't texted you or called you yet, I'm going to check in on them. Hey, did you get your stuff? So then when we get on that Zoom together, now here is where it really happens. This moment of being on there with your one-on-one, this is all about them. So I try to make any agenda that was in my head, I make it go away. My job right then is to take care of their needs. So focusing on their health needs. Now, I also like to be really organized. Try your best to write things down, especially as your business is growing. There is no way that you're going to remember every person and all of their health issues. And it's going to make them feel really good if you have, maybe even the names of their kids or their dog or whatever, something about them now, or their health issues, of course, right? Writing them down so that you can check in on them and make sure that things are going well. So you're going to sit there in that wellness consult. You're going to go over all of their health needs, the protocols, all the things that that you're supposed to do at a wellness consult. Also, now here's where it gets really good. We want to find out which household products that they're currently using. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to share a slide with you guys that has an incredible PDF of a list of commonly purchased household products that was created by Roger Webb. He did an incredible job. So you guys will have access to all this at the end of the session as well. But going over those regular things that they are purchasing, their laundry detergent, their toothpaste, their protein shakes, all of that kind of stuff. We're going to show them, of course, that we're going to swap where they shop. So let me show you guys the PDF. This is a really cool thing that Roger created. I love it. So what you can do is you can print this if you're like me and you do everything online. You could print this out and stick it in their little welcome gift that you're probably sending out. That would be great. Or if you're in person, of course, hand it to them. You could even share your screen if you're doing Zoom and put this up. But I like it best if they can write on it, because what we really want to do here is find the items that they are going to be running out of in 30 days. Find the items they're going to run out of in 60 days and 90 days. This way, they're not looking at your LRP as spending more money. We're simply just moving the money to doTERRA, and we're giving them a much better product. Now, some of the beauty of this document that he created, it even shows them how much they're going to save with earning 10% back up to 30% back. Our reward program is so much better than anyone else's, right? I always tell them, what happens if you go into Target? A lot of times, they're buying those products at Target, their laundry detergent and toothpaste, things like that. What do you get back? 5%, maybe, if you use a Target Red card, and then it's got like a 20% interest rate. So not the greatest math, right? And you're bringing in products that would be full of chemicals and synthetics. But this way, we have a much better, cleaner product, and we're going to be saving them money. So this is a great resource for you. Now, even better if you could actually have a copy of that for yourself on each person. How awesome would that be? And then in 60 days and then 90 days, you've basically set up their LRP for the next 3 months right here. Now, this is really, really important, because if you are only teaching your clients about oils, what's going to happen to their LRP? It's going to quickly fall off, right? Oils, of course, they're consumable, but they still last for a really long time. So we have to introduce them to the products that they're going to be purchasing monthly. So what I try to teach my customers is that we buy oils during BOGO week. That's when we stock up like crazy. And every month on our LRP, we're going to be putting things like our supplements, our nutrition, toothpaste, deodorant, laundry detergent, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here's where it really gets good. This is the best part. When I'm on Zoom and I've already gone over all of their products, I've already gone over their health concerns, and we've even talked about the items that they're going to need over the next 30, 60, and 90 days. Now, I say to them, okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to log into your account together right now. Now, it's really, really important that you do this with confidence, because if you're like nervous about it, they're going to be like, why are you nervous? So be confident and just say, we're going to log in. So I typically do this for them, but if you want them to do it and share their screen with you, that's totally fine. But I like control. I'm a bit of a control freak. So I like to just share my screen. I'm like, okay, I put in their account number. I'm like, what's your password? They give it to me. I put it in there. We're in their account. We go ahead and authenticate the account. I'm like, oh, good, that's out of the way. We don't have to do that ever again. And then I show them right there on the front page, there are 2 ways to purchase. I said, there's your one-time orders, just like it sounds, one and done. You get your wholesale price. But the smartest way to purchase, the only way that I purchase my products, is with this loyalty reward order. I'm going to show you right now how to do that. You click on it, you pick a date, and you say save date and shop. And now we go back to that list that we just referenced, and we start adding in all the things that they said they were going to be out of in the next 30 days, and maybe some additional items from us discussing their health concerns. Now, while you're in this cart, it's really important that you are their advocate, right? You're there to take care of them. So something that I want to make sure I do is establish that trust. I want to save them money. I don't want to ever take advantage of them. I care about them. I'm sure you care about your clients the same way. So you're going to show them all what I call the secret deals. And that's what I tell them. I'm like, ooh, I got to show you their secret deals that'll save you a lot of money. So of course we pull up our lifelong vitality pack. We show them how to customize it. Ooh, look at these supplements. This is what this does. This is what that does. When I order my vitamins every month, this is what I'm adding on. And look how much it saves. So now you've shown them that. Show them wellness kits, another great way that they can bundle things at a discount. Or any of the other, maybe the women's health kit, things that are only available on LRP. Now you've loaded all of that stuff into the cart. Okay, so now while you're in there, go ahead and do all the other things so that they feel really, really good about this order. Show them where they can change the date. Show them the PV amount and go over all of those reward systems, you know, the 10 to 30%, how to get free shipping. I even show them where all of their reward points are going to show up at the top of that cart and exactly how to use them. So we're doing all of that while in the cart. And here's the best part. All you have to do is say, can I save that for you? Guess what? They always say yes. I haven't had a single customer say no. Because up to this point, this LRP order that we've been working on can be just canceled and you don't have to worry about it. You just cancel it out. There's no calls to customer service. You don't have to do anything up to that point. So that's why we want to make sure that they're okay with you saving it. So just make sure, hey, okay, if I save that for you, yes, great. Now it's saved. And now I bring them back to their home screen so I can show exactly what it's going to look like as soon as they log in. And that's it. It's so easy. It's so easy. But just remember to have that confidence as you're going into it. Always look for their interests instead of your own. And that's going to come across to them, and they're going to trust you, and they're going to love these new products that they're getting. They're never going to want to go back to the other ones that they were getting at Target because this is so much better. So that's how we do it on our team. It works really, really well. One little last tip I want to share with you guys, something else I do with my clients, is I ask them to screenshot their order and send it to me before they process it the first time. And I do this because I want to double check and make sure that they got the best possible deal. So maybe they added deep blue polyphenols to the cart instead of customizing it on their LLV, whatever it is. And so again, I'm building that trust with them at that same point because I'm like, I just want to make sure that you're not paying too much, that you got the best deal and everything looks okay. Now, they don't always send me a picture. Sometimes they just do it, but I want them to know that I'm available to do that. So keep those good records. Then you can always go back and then check on them in 60 days, make sure that they've done all of those things that they need to do and are still working off of that list. And that's it, guys. And then you will have successfully swapped where they shop.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about on that is, of course, that when India opens, there's not going to be a lot of those products there, but they're there now. And of course, we're not shipping the laundry soap or the protein powders, but I always think that it's really good to have a conversation about detoxing your home, detoxing your body. It's all part of the same thing. And to show them where recipes are for them to cook with the oils, for them to make their own soaps and lotions, and ways for them to find ways to use the oils, because it's really important. What I really liked about that whole talk was having people understand how they can use the oils in so many different ways. And what I've noticed is as we're shipping to India, one of the issues that we have is that time frame, right? Where people place an order and it could be 2 weeks before we actually ship it, and then it's another 2 weeks before it gets to you, and sometimes even 3 weeks, so it's another month and a half. and so what's really important that I wanted to add to this whole conversation is when somebody just signs up, when somebody just enrolls, I want you to think about how to onboard that person effectively. And so everybody has their own love and their own way of doing things, but I want you to think about, how do you onboard a new client or a new customer? How do you onboard a new leader? And so there's a different checklist. First, I would love to point to people to all the resources that they can use to actually start learning about the oils. And one of those resources is, of course, the doTERRA website. And so maybe you assign someone up and you know that the shipping isn't going to be for another month before they get the items. What you're going to want to do is start showing them and plugging them into all the amazing trainings and resources that they could use to still keep that excitement about learning about the oils and how to find out what they want to order next. Oh, maybe I should have ordered this. I'm going to order this next time, before they even get their first order. So it's a really great way to do an onboarding checklist in a wellness consult even before they get their oils. Going through and showing them the website is key. And that's what I wanted you guys to take away from this whole meeting, is that I know on my team, we have a lot of people who don't even know how to do the loyalty reward template yet, how to do those things. And I think that those things are very empowering when you train them how to go into the website. I feel that sometimes when I just get an order from somebody about a peppermint oil and a lemon oil, that maybe they haven't been exploring all the other values and benefits that are on that website. And so really plug them in within 24 hours or 2 days, and pretend that there's an egg timer, like a time clock, right? That the sooner you're able to plug people into all the different products while they're excited from the class and that they just signed up, and have them give them assignments. Okay, so you ordered these oils. Here's where you can learn about those oils. And so we have the oilgames.com website that you can plug them into. We have all the education pages. There's tons of videos. Plug them into doTERRA's Facebook page, and all those different things right away, so that way they can be excited while they're waiting for their oils. If they don't have any resources and tools for that 2 weeks, then it kind of gets forgotten. That excitement kind of lowers down, and it's not, it's just human being, right? We have that instant gratification where we buy something, we want it right away. But I think if you support them in that period of time, it's a really valuable way to keep that going. Does anybody have any questions on that? I want to know, is anybody right now on this call doing that right now? Just type in the text chat if you are. And maybe you may have some really great ideas that you found that has worked for you when you onboard people. Share that in your group so that everybody can learn from each other too. That's what the doTERRA way is, to be able to work with each other and to bring that cohesiveness together. I think it's really great. Okay. So the next recording that I want to share with you is kind of a goofy one, you guys. I thought I'd just do a different mix here. This recording is Seth Resume's son, Christian. And I believe when we had our class last Monday, we talked about Seth Resume. He is the one, and this is another thing you can plug people into. He had done this really amazing recording about buckets and pipeline. Larry or Praveen, if you guys are familiar with that video, maybe if you can Google it real quick and post it in the chat, the link. But the Seth Resume Buckets and Pipeline video is really a powerful video on understanding residual income. And it's probably like a 30-minute long video, and it's really pretty cool. So his is his son. And so he, in a lot of ways, he had his son go to college and paid all this money to go to college. And when his son came home from college, he goes, Dad, what do I want to do when I grow up? And he said, well, of course, you're going to do doTERRA. Yes, we paid all this money for college. You got this foundation of education, but you know what? doTERRA is the way. And so this is his son talking about the Generation X or Y, I can't remember what generation it is, of the younger generation that's 20 years old, 21 years old, and how they can actually see the opportunity of doing the business. And so for me, I'm a little bit older than that. I don't have kids, right, Larry? We don't have kids. So relating to that generation is not as easy for us. Maybe you guys might be able to, but this was just a real fun recording on how he is working with his team. And let's see here. Can you guys see it? I don't know why it disappears. Let me go see here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to just go as she just jumps right on here.
Thank you so much, Brittany. That was amazing. Weren't those messages so inspiring? Oh, so grateful for these leaders. So many useful tips and tricks on how to keep moving our businesses forward. But we're not done yet. We actually have 3 more powerhouse leaders coming on stage to share more useful.
Let's see if I can jump ahead a little bit.
I'm so excited to be here.
I wanted you guys to see
my
him
name's
jump.
Christian Risenmay. They said that, and I'm just gonna.
He's super nervous and super
For
cute.
this session will be Natalie Goddard, double blue diamond from Utah.
Oh, I can't bring
So
it
help me
forward.
welcome on the stage, Christian Risenmay.
Here we go.
Let's go!
Look at that energy.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Does this work? You guys can hear me? These things are pretty cool. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so awesome. You guys just look great. I'm so excited to be here. Okay, my name is Christian Risenmay. They said that, and I'm just gonna keep blubbering, I guess. No, it's awesome to be here. I love coming out here pumped. Maybe you saw my dad yesterday as announced his presidential diamond, came out swinging. So I had to match that energy, but we'll see what he does tomorrow. We'll see what he does tomorrow. No, guys, this is so awesome. I wanted to just say how awesome it is for me to be here. This is actually my first time at leadership. Just raise your hand. Who else is this your first time? I knew there was going to be some woos. I'm like, raise your hand. Woo! I'm sure we'll have more of that. This is our first time, so I've never even seen a leadership presentation before. So this is going to be good or bad. We're going to try and make this really good, but I'm really excited to be here. When Russell Butters asked me to present, he mentioned something that I thought might be important to bring up. So my dad is Seth Risenmay. My mom is Jenny Risenmay, both enormous leaders in doTERRA, presidential diamonds, awesome. And he said, usually we actually try to avoid inviting the kids of presidential diamonds to speak because they think their parents do it all for them. I mean, look at me, especially with this makeup they just put on me. I look 16. So like this 16-year-old isn't doing anything, right? And so I understand that concern. So to get us started, I wanted just to start with a Spanish lesson. Okay, we're gonna learn some Spanish today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna act like I have a mic. I'm gonna read the line. I'm gonna give the mic to you guys and you guys repeat. Okay, I met some Venezuelans. You guys need to stand up, or not stand up, but really give it to us, okay? Give us some Spanish. Seth Risenmay, good job, es un gran líder. Which means Seth Risenmay is a great leader, no doubt. But, él no habla español. He doesn't speak Spanish. For the last 3 years, I've been building enormously in the Spanish community. These are just some pictures of me visiting Guatemala and El Salvador. This was a trip I took just last October. Got some elites there that are killing it, and it's just been an awesome time. And this was actually right before I left. I was getting onto the airplane to go to El Salvador from Guatemala, and this little girl hopped out. Cristian, necesito una foto. Christian, I need a picture. So she ran up and I just held this little girl. She's so cute. But she didn't say, Seth, necesito una foto. It was Christian. It was me. Okay, so just wanted to point that out. So hopefully we can let that rest. Okay, thank you. So, but But let's come back to our Spanish lesson. Seth Risenme es un gran líder. He's a great leader, an even better dad. And if I keep going down that line, my makeup's going to be messed up, so I can't do that. But awesome leader, awesome dad. Pero no habla español. We're going to add one more line here. Ni habla jovenol. Wait, hold on. Ni habla jovenol. Very good, which means neither does he speak youth. I made up that last word. Joven is youth. Yol is yol. So he doesn't speak to the youth. In my time doing this, I've approached Gen Z and I've pushed to get Gen Z on my team. These are just some pictures just in the last 2 months or so of some recent Gen Z activity on my team. And we have been crushing it. And actually, I just looked last night, just in the months of February and March, we have, between me, my leader Max, and my leader Anna Marie, we have added over 42 new leaders in the Gen Z in the last 2 months. Let's go! So I think my point with this is just to solidify my topic today, how to influence Gen Z and millennials to join your team. When I'm talking about Gen Z, I'm just gonna say Gen Z, okay? But what I mean by Gen Z is people 18 to in their 20s, okay? And that specific range of people that we're trying to reach. So what I wanna do is first bring up the one thing I want you guys to remember today. There's gonna be some things I'm gonna go over, but there's one thing I want you to take away. So everyone listen. You guys can zone out for the rest of this, but I want you to pay attention to this next part, okay? And it's this. Gen Z is an unapproached, untapped, and wildly powerful market. And if you choose, it can be just what you need to launch your business to the next level. Okay? Take a picture, cross-stitch that, whatever you need to do. I don't care what, the rest of this is gonna be fine. But if you believe this, you will figure it out, okay? I'm not a pro with Gen Z. I'm gonna share my experience today. I'm gonna be very practical, not very emotional. I'm gonna show you what I've done, what works for me, why I do it. But there's so much room to grow here. But if you understand this, then you'll be okay. You'll figure it out with us. So I'm really excited to get into this. How I want to approach this is I want to talk about these three things. My objective today is to first show our current situation. How is doTERRA prepped for having Gen Z start with us today? Why I personally build with doTERRA and how I have personally built with doTERRA. Again, this is not a written formula for everyone to do it. I'm hoping that this will get you guys launched into getting Gen Z started into your teams. Okay? Anyone need to get one more woo out? Woo! Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So first, our current situation is the mom market. So moms are awesome. doTERRA has been grown in this mom market and has blown up. Let's see what moms have done in the last, 14 years since doTERRA has been a thing, since 2008. First, they really wanted to get into it to support the health of their children. And we've seen that, or the guinea pigs. I felt like a guinea pig growing up. I'd go to school smelling like any combination of oils. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. And I'm sure many of you guys have felt that way as well, probably the husbands. But so first they really wanted to support the health of their children, and then they see a business opportunity and they support their income. And in so doing, they achieve financial freedom, they achieve ranks like Blue Diamond, Presidential Diamond, and they've achieved the impossible. Why does this matter? What does this talk about Gen Z? Who was that mom's audience the whole time? The kids. By doing this, the moms, in so doing, they are responsible for the next market of powerful leaders, which is Gen Z. I grew up using the product. I grew up seeing my parents achieve the impossible, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Gen Z is ready, okay? So that is why Gen Z is ready right now. I want to show just a couple quick incentives. Now I've gone over our current situation. I want to talk a little bit more about some incentives as to why building with Gen Z is so nice. It's so nice, okay? So the first one is their low cost. When I talk about the business opportunity to my friends, I get to Elite and I'll be like, yeah, you earn about $357 a month. And usually I'm kind of like wanting to get over that and be like, but don't worry, there's more. You know what I mean? I get to the Gen Z and they're like, oh, well, sign me up. And I'm like, okay. Would you want to well, here's Premier. You earn about $870. They're mind blown. They're like, this pays for rent and more. I'm like, it does. You're right. And then I'm like, and then maybe we should just stop. But here's silver, and they're signing up. They're signing the papers. Usually when I'm talking to someone who's a mom or dad, right, who's already got their family and their career started and everything, they're not excited until you get to gold or platinum. And so it's so hard to get them in. However, with Gen Z, you get them to Premier, they're going full time. They're silver next month. Okay, so nice. One more thing I'll mention is high belief. They haven't been beat up by debt or by failure or by whatever else. They're ready to go. Sorry, you old farts you guys are, if we're the little kids, you guys are the old farts. So it's just, you guys are kind of hurting on belief, but we're riding high on belief. A few other commitments. There's no mom guilt, right? The mom guilt's a legit thing. Mom, like if you're working with Gen Z, they don't have any kids that they're not spending time with, or they don't have a career that they should be, or they don't have a boss that hates them because they're smelling like, oh no, like they've got a few other commitments. They're ready to roll. I hope this is making sense. Does this not make you want to do Gen Z? Okay. Woo! Okay, and they're a bunch of fun, which I hope you're feeling right now. And I want to hit on this. Getting Gen Z on your team will boost energy. It will get people pumped. It'll get you pumped. My team has never been more fun since I got Max on my team and everyone else that's been Gen Z. So build with Gen Z if you need more energy, if you need a hype. Okay, this is really important. So that's why we've talked about our current situation with the mom market. We've talked about why I build with Gen Z. Let's talk about things I've actually done, the how. The first thing is you have to lead with the business. You don't have to. Obviously, they need to see the product, and we have health issues just like anyone else, but we need money. Gen Z needs money. So the moolah. So they've just got to, so what you've got to do, here we'll use an example. Who here wants, just no more woos, who here wants to be a founder 2.0? I literally said no more woos. I'm just kidding. Okay. Raise your hand again. Who wants to be founder? Okay. So I want to get an idea here. So who here has said this? Christian, how are you doing? What's up? Oh, dude, I'm doing good. I'm working really hard. I'm working on my business, and I'm working on getting an $85,000 annual check residually for the rest of my life that eventually I'll be able to will to my grandchildren, actually. Raise your hand if you've said that. Max. Okay, we've got a couple. Thank you, Max. Okay, why not? This gets Gen Z like nothing. All I have to say is I'm about to earn an $85,000 bonus residually as a founder, and they're signed up. You need to say this. So you need to lead with the opportunity. Something else that they need is they need to know that you actually care for their invite. They can't just be another person you're inviting. Something like, I wanted to know if you'd be open to partnering with me is very flattering, and it's something that gets them on board with you pretty quickly. And then also they just have extreme FOMO. If you get one, which is fear of missing out, you get one Gen Z in, you get the next Gen Z in, and all of a sudden you get 5. And then you get like 5 more. And everyone's just like, wait. You see us running, and like, wait for me. And they'll hop in. We had a sauna night, like on Monday. 5 of us were on our team. We weren't meaning to enroll this guy, but by the end of it, he's like, so how do I start a team? It's just the FOMO. You get 1, you get 2, and it's done. It's a game over from there. Here's something that you guys will absolutely love, and this deserves a woo! Who loves a BOGO? We just had a week of BOGO. What if I told you that Gen Z is a constant BOGO, 365, 24/7, all year long, never ends. There's no end in stock until supplies last. There's an unlimited amount of them. And this is how it works. You sign up at Gen Z, you immediately get, with this Gen Z, you get their mom. With their Gen Z, you also get their grandma, and then you get their Gen Z friends. It's the best deal ever. Never is it just a Gen Z. Hold on though, hold on. You have their Gen Z friends. We just learned they're a BOGO. So you don't just get their Gen Z friends, you get their mom and their grandma and their Gen Z friends. And now I want you guys to say it with me. We just got their Gen Z friends. We're gonna get their mom, their grandma, and their Gen Z friends. And then we're gonna get their done. In fact, if there's a mom that you've been wanting to get on your team for a long time and they're just stubborn and won't do it, sign up their kid. All right. And with these placement changes, just quickly, and you've got it. Okay, man, awesome. Get their Gen Z, get their mom, grandma, Gen Z friends, and it just never ends. That's the magic of network marketing. Couple other quick things. These are things you can do with just about everyone, but it's stuff that's worked. You can compare compensation plans with sales bros. Max and I are going to get into the sales bros market like you've never believed. We just say to people, if your comp plan's better, we'll sell with you. And it never is, so we get them. Bring Deep Blue to the gym and basketball, oil class, and then a party. We had an oil class, and then we watched The Bachelor after. Half of them signed up. It was awesome. It's really fun. Guys, this next thing I'm going to say is a total joke. Okay, like don't take it too seriously. Like it's not a total joke. Just don't take it too seriously. You got to flirt to convert, like this is something you just don't do it if you're not Gen Z. If you're married, don't do this at all. At all. Okay, but this is, see, this is awkward for me to say because, my girlfriend's going to be the silver that gets me to diamond. And I did not date her just to sign her up. You know that. Okay. She's like, no. But we went on a trip up to Idaho to start her team there. And, she's inviting people and my sister Janice is inviting people. We're going to start a team up at BYU, Idaho, a campus up there. And so they're just inviting. And we show up and who comes? They're all guys. And it's because they're all wanting a little bit of this. She's a cutie. She's a babe. She's the dream boat. But what they don't know is that she's actually my dream boat. This handsome hunk's gonna be there, and I'm gonna be teaching them oils. And do they sign up? Heck yeah, they do. They signed up last week. So don't do this. It's a joke. It's a joke. But to bring it back, I've talked about how, I've talked about why, I've talked about our current situation. I just want to mention why I even get to be here talking. And it's because of the real heroes here, people who've got me to where I am. And that's Max Ames, who's been my leader. Can't mess up my makeup, but he has taught me more about leading a team than anyone else. He dropped everything. He dropped his job, and I told him, bro, you should quit and work with me. And he hit silver in 2 months and got me to platinum. Legend. So you should talk to him. I'm not the one that should be up here. And then you've got Anna Marie, my girlfriend, who's, I could talk to her all day. I could talk about her all day is what I meant to say, but I could talk to her all day too. For lots of reasons, but she's an awesome leader and leads with love and belief in her leaders like I've never seen either. And then Janice Risenmay, my sister, who's gonna kick butt. These people are people who are gonna be the next Gen Z leaders to crush it. And in saying this, so I'm here thanks to them. They deserve a round of applause, really.
Okay, so I just wanted to stop with him there, and just a lot of different ways to look at building your teams with the different Gen X and Gen Z. And you guys, the list of people out there is just amazing. I really liked how he said the BOGO, where you sign up the kid, you sign up the mom. Just be sure that they're 18 years old. They need to be 18, and also committing to the business investment. One of the things is being able to do a loyalty reward template every month. Sometimes it's harder for that younger generation, but if you have them start building quickly and moving forward, then and signing up their mom and their team, that will be another way to help with that. So what did you guys think? Did you guys like the today's trainings and stuff like that? Everybody's very quiet. I'm going to stop the recording.